Hello and welcome to the Ghana Education News channel on YouTube. In today's very important tutorial video, we will be listening or learning about 6 steps or guides that we can implement as we prepare for our BECE or WASSCE examination, to ensure that you get all our videos that are aimed towards helping students to master the act of learning and to prepare for their examinations. Do also click on the button down there so that each time we post videos you'll be able to receive notification and also to view or watch them and learn from them. We'll be right back after this short break. When it is time for us to prepare for our impending examination, be it the WASSCE or the BECE, be it a private WASSCE, a school candidate, a private BECE candidate, or a school candidate, there is always the possibility of you being scared of the upcoming examination. But the truth is, with the right steps and procedures, with the help of your teachers, your parents, and when you get the best of advice, you can be confident and ready for the examination and excel very well. And so take note of the 6 very useful suggestions that this video will share with you, and take particular interest in all of them, including the last and final suggestion. One of the things you need to do as a student who is preparing for your BECE or WASSCE examination is to have self-leadership and self-discipline. No student is successful without being disciplined. Being disciplined simply means that you have to cut off some of the unnecessary behaviors and attitudes, some of the things you do that will not help you to sit and to learn, some of the things that will distract you. Keep your focus. Once you become disciplined in managing your time, your effort, your mind, and you put before you the agenda that you want to pass your exams, there are certain things you will stop to do, and that will lead you to the next phase we call the self-leadership. You'll be guiding yourself towards success. You cannot excel in your exams if you spend a lot of time with friends discussing irrelevant issues, when you spend a lot of time in town, far away from your books, and you waste all the effort and energy you have. Once you convert and you start working hard, you begin to see results. Spend more time with your books, be disciplined, have a personal timetable. Then you begin to build confidence in yourself that yes, you have what it takes to excel in your BECE or WASSCE. No student can excel and make good grades without being disciplined. And so your first key to unlocking your success as a student in your BECE or WASSCE is to be disciplined in all regards. And that will make you ready to implement the other strategies or tips that I will share with you in this short video. Whilst preparing for your BECE or WASSCE exams is to start preparing early. Be an early bird. If you have 6 months, 3 months the exams, and you are watching this video now is the time to start preparing. Do not wait till the last moment, to a week, 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months to the exams, the longer it takes for you to start preparing, the more difficult it will be to excel in the exams. Now, one advantage of starting your preparation towards your BECE or WASSCE exams early is this. It helps you to learn in bits and pieces. It helps you to avoid unnecessary stress that comes with preparing for examinations. We all know that when you are preparing for an exams, you become stressed up. Hence, you may even rush through the preparation because you started very late. Starting early gives you a lot of time so that you can build momentum and start to learn and acquire the relevant knowledge and skills towards excelling in your BECE or WASSCE. Trust me, if a student starts learning 3 or 4 months to the exams and has a personal timetable that he or she follows, and you also start a month to that same exams, the results will not be the same. Very often, those who start early and prepare very well and keep the momentum at the end are able to succeed at the exams, whilst those who wait till the last moment only end up rushing through several topics. They fail to understand the concept so well. You have less time to ask questions from and get answers from those who are in a position to help you understand it better. Hence, the advice is very simple. Start preparing early, and the time to start is now. If you have an exams, we'll be happy to get an apport. And I'm sure you probably would be excited if you get the chance to have access to likely examination questions from those who deal in it. It is illegal, and trust me, you cannot rely on apport to excel. Hence, the advice is very simple. Stay away from apport. What do you think would happen if you decide to get an apport or a leaked exam question or set of questions and you prepare so well with them? You go to the exams hall, you flip open your paper, and none of them is there. How will you feel? Straight away, you'll be stressed. Fear will grip into you. And trust me, even if you are writing the exams in an air-conditioned exams hall, you will sweat. So, the advice is very simple. Run away from leaked examination questions. Pay close attention to what your teachers teach you. Learn on your own. Learn with your friends. Learn in groups. Groups that are serious. Solve questions together. If you have challenges with a topic or a subject, get in touch with your teachers and let them help you, or your best friends who are good at those subjects. Apport does not favor anyone, and if you are caught, your paper or your script or your subject in that particular examination can be cancelled. WAEC could ban you from taking BECE or WASSCE examinations for 2 years or more, and you could end up in jail. So, to pass your examination, avoid leaked examination questions. If you learn very well, trust me, even if those questions, those so-called questions are leaked, you are already prepared for the exams. And if you prepare very well and you enter such an exams hall, you should do well. It is far better than concentrating on leaked examination questions that will never show up in the exams. And at the end, you start blaming people. You will blame yourself if you fail. So take responsibility, be serious with your books, and learn towards the exams. Avoid leaked examination questions. Apport will not save you if you fail to prepare very well for the exams. Another thing students can do when they are preparing for the WASSCE or the BECE is this: do not specialize. Some students go into the BECE and they specialize to pass English and social studies. Others go and they specialize to pass mathematics and integrated science. The same can be said for those who write the WASSCE. Very often, students work so hard on their elective subjects and ignore the core subjects. So you see someone making A's in the elective subjects and failing English, integrated science, social studies, or mathematics. It's important that you take all the subjects you learn serious. This is the reason. At the end of each examination, you are graded by combining what you would call core subjects and elective subjects at the JHS. The same way, your grade at the WASSCE or NOVDEC is attained by putting together your grade in each of these subjects, your core subjects and your elective subjects. So if you concentrate on just one subject or a few subjects, because those are your specialty or the ones you love to study, the chances that you will do well in those subjects, all right. But in the end, when we are accumulating or aggregating your grade, you will have a very bad grade because you might have failed the other subject you paid least attention to. So give each subject enough attention. In addition to that, each subject has several topics in them. Don't go specializing on certain topics in each of the subjects. The chance is that if you specialize and you go sit for the exams, you may not have questions being asked from those particular topics. So the best thing is to make sure that you learn very well. Learn all or as many of the topics as possible. This is why your lessons from JHS 1 to JHS 3 or SHS 1 to SHS 3 are structured in such a way that each time you learn a certain group or number of topics. By the time you finish 3 years, you should have been introduced to many of the topics. Do not focus on just a few topics. Now, this is what some of the students also do, which doesn't help in the exams hall. They specialize on certain topics in each subject and keep learning the same topic over and over again. It will not help you because you don't know which topics the examiner is going to pick questions from. And so, read on them. Give them extra time, extra effort. Get help from your teachers, from your friends who are good at these subjects. Once you keep working on these subjects, you would improve. There is nothing like I hate this subject. The moment you start doing or saying such statements or making such pronouncements, you are going to be limiting yourself. You are going to start hating such subjects. The examiner doesn't care whether you hate the subject or not. You will be quizzed on it in the exams. And so, pay good attention to all the topics and all the subjects. And this can be achieved when you start preparing for the examination early, as I explained earlier on. The longer time you have to prepare for the exams, the better you will come out if you keep your focus and keep practicing. I hope this point is well explained, and those of us who have our favorite subjects and our favorite topics will start having a change of mind and learn all the subjects and give them enough attention so that we can be an all-round student before we enter the examination hall for each of the subjects we are preparing to learn. Teach others, your colleagues in class. They may not be able to learn certain topics or they have challenges with certain subjects. So when you learn, teach them. As you keep teaching them, whatever you are teaching them, you will be able to recollect even in the future. Have you wondered why your teachers in school keep teaching the same thing, or when you forget, they remind you? It is simple. It is because they keep teaching students, and so they get used to the facts, the knowledge, and so they are able to share freely. So when you learn something, share with your friends, learn and teach others. The more you teach them, the more you get used to the knowledge. And if you teach them and you find some of these things difficult to express, you can now go back to your books and revise, and then you come again. You can even call a few friends who are serious and dedicated and want to excel in their exams and learn the topics in each of the subjects or a particular subject and reteach it. These are things you can do to get ready for your exams. And trust me, when you practice these tips and you make them part of your study habit and activities, you will be ready for the exams without knowing, or in no time. And your confidence to pass examination questions, be they WASSCE or BECE, or let's even say mock examination questions of the previous year, which were taken by your seniors, you would be better positioned to have a feel of the exams, the kind of questions that you are likely to be quizzed on for each subject. If you have access to the marking schemes, it even helps you the more. It helps you to know the particular kind of answers or type of answers that your examiners expect you to write if you are attempting specific questions. What this means is that the more you practice with past questions, the more you get yourself into the examination mood, the more you get used to how questions are answered, the more you get used to the mindset of the examiner and the kind of answers they require from you. This way, you get ready to excel in your exams. But if you don't make past questions a part and parcel of your preparation efforts, every question you find in or you get introduced to in the exams hall will end up being so new to you, and that can cause a lot of problems. So if you are the kind of student that does not pay attention to past examination questions and suggested solutions, I advise you to begin to pay attention to them. And you can get some of these questions on our website on ghanaeducation.org. We have loads and loads of questions and suggested answers for you for WASSCE and BECE candidates. You can download them and make good use of them. You can also buy some of them from the bookshops and study with them. This way, you would get yourself ready for the exams. And the more you are able to solve these past questions, the more you boost your confidence and your readiness for the exams. The last and final, which is my favorite and I am sure you would love to know about, is this. We all love music, and some of you have mobile phones with several songs on them. But I want to ask you a very simple question. Which of these songs appears or do you get quizzed on in your BECE or WASSCE? Let's say even your mock. Have you seen any of those questions in the mock? Certainly not. So what am I saying or arriving at? This is what I am saying. If you have a mobile phone, instead of downloading music from all the portals and listening to them and making all the noise in the house, use that phone to record your notes. Read your notes out and record them. Record for each subject. It could be social studies, it could be integrated science, it could be religious and moral education, it could be French. Name them. It could be ICT, it could be English language. Record your notes. You can even record suggested solutions to questions. You read the question, you read the solution, and all this while you keep recording. Now, when you record your notes in your own voice, or these mock examination questions and answers in your own voice, you can play them over and over again. Once you keep playing them, you will be learning from them. Before you know it, you'll be reciting your own notes along as you play. And if you go to the exams hall and there are questions that relate to what you recorded and listened to severally, very often, if you do this very well, you will begin to hear your own voice playing out in the exams hall. And this means that you'll be able to attempt those questions with confidence and excel in your exams. So, make good use of that mobile phone you have. Record your voice, and in the end, play them over and over again. If you are on a journey to somewhere, you can play. You are in a trotro, you can listen. You don't need to carry your book along in such instances, because your book has been converted into an audio or several of these audios on your phone. And as you listen to them, you are indirectly learning. If you are going to bed, you could play and listen with your earpiece. Anywhere at all, you can learn with these audios you have made from your lecture notes or your study notes or the past examination questions and answers. So we have come to realize that you need self-discipline and self-leadership to be able to sit down, know what you want in the exams, and work at it. We have also learned that you need to run away from APO or past leaked examination questions, because they will not help you. We have also learned that you need to study and you must start early. We have learned that when studying, we should record whatever we have learned. Channel on YouTube, click the notification button, like the page, so that each time we post new videos, you would be notified. Don't forget to visit Ghana Education News on ghanaeducation.org. ghanaeducation.org. Watch out for the next video and spread the news. You can pass your exams. Yes, put these tips into practice and let's excel